What's up, guys? Welcome to ThunderSteve85 Gaming, and thank you for tuning in to the latest episode of Video Game Collecting 101. So today, guys, we have a ton of packages here. Normally, I would spread out all of these packages over 2 videos, but I'll be honest with you guys, I'm about to get really crazy busy. There are so many video games coming out, more than previous years, because all of these games coming out, so many of them were delayed due to COVID, and now we are going into like one of the most busiest video game calendars that I can remember, probably over the last 20 years. So for anyone who's been gaming a long time, let me know if you guys agree with me on that, but this is a crazy video game calendar. All right, so let's get cracking here. We got Best Buy, we got consolidated returns, not sure what that is. Best Buy, looks like Amazon, Best Buy, and Best Buy. Okay, we're gonna jump right into this. So guys, while I'm opening this up, let me know, what games are you looking forward to playing for the remainder of the calendar year? There's so many games coming out, so I'm interested to hear what your most anticipated game is. Obviously, we have like Super Mario Wonder coming out. We have Super Mario RPG, which I am a huge fan of Super Mario RPG. Very excited for the remake. We got Spider-Man 2. If you got PlayStation, there's just so many freaking games, guys. It's gonna be fun. All right, first up, here it is. So I had pre-ordered this, guys, and that is the physical version of Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. So really cool. If you guys know me, which I think you know me, I am a huge fan of Castlevania. Huge fan. So of course I had to get this. Now, I already own the Return to Castlevania DLC on PlayStation, so I will be keeping this factory sealed. This is more as a collector's item for me, as a huge Castlevania fan. Alright, next up, let's see what this consolidated returns is. Now guys, occasionally I will get mail, a package, and it may not actually be a video game. I don't know if this is one of them, if it's going to fall under that category or not, so we'll see what this is. I just don't know what company is consolidated returns, but it could be a video game. I mean, I presume it probably is. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's definitely a video game. I can tell. Maybe this is just something I got on eBay. Oh, yeah. No, so this is from VGP, which is a website store based out of Canada. And I got 2 copies of Spider Soars. Have you guys played this game? This is a limited run game, and VGP was able to, I don't know if they procured some copies from limited run, maybe some leftovers. There weren't many copies of this available, but this is a really cool game by WayForward. WayForwards came out with a ton of great games. If I recall, they worked on DuckTales Remastered, which I am a huge fan of DuckTales on regular Nintendo. Part 1, Part 2, and of course DuckTales Remastered. I have it on Wii, PlayStation 3, and I have a factory sealed copy of it as well that I have in my case over here. So WayForward's put out so many great games over the years. So yeah, I was pretty excited to pick up Spider Soars. This one actually goes for quite a few bucks on eBay. So the fact that this came in stock, I jumped on it. I jumped on the opportunity. I didn't really think twice about it. And I just pulled the trigger and made sure I picked up 2 copies because that's a good game to hold on to. Now, I don't have the game digitally. I will see what the digital price is and see if it makes sense for me to buy it digitally or if it makes more sense for me to open one up. All right, so this is from Best Buy. Oh yeah. So I picked up 2 copies, guys. I won't go into too much detail here, and of course they put the damn sticker on here, guys.
Dang it, Bobby, that's exactly what we don't want.
Best Buy, if you're listening, and I know you're not, stop putting stickers on games. Just period. Even if it's for store pickup, there's no need to put stickers on all these games. Come up with a different system. Do something that's not going to mess the game up, mess up the game's package. Now, obviously, the stickers are going on the shrink wrap, so It's not as bad as like say GameStop, who puts stickers directly on the box and sometimes ruins the box. So GameStop, you guys too, like you guys got to stop that crap. Like nobody likes that. People don't appreciate those stickers. They look like crap and they're very hard to peel off without messing up the actual plastic on the box. So I know you guys aren't listening, but you guys know how I feel. Let me know how you feel about that in the comments section below. Is it just me? Is it just my pet peeve, or does it annoy you guys too to deal with stickers on the actual box or on the shrink wrap? It just feels unnecessary. All right, rant's over. Here's the next one. Again, this is from Amazon. Oh yeah, okay guys. 2 copies of the Tattoo Milestones. And I got this on Amazon. It went on sale for like $8. So I think anytime you can pick up a Nintendo Switch game, factory sealed, for under $10 or even $10, it's total steal. Now I will say the game list on here is not great at all. There is a couple of games on here that I'm interested in. One in particular that I do have very, very fond memories of, and that's a game called Elevator Action. If you guys haven't heard of it, I mean, I don't blame you. It's an old game, but my memory is that growing up, we had a doctor, and I'm gonna say his name, and you guys are gonna think I'm bullshitting you, and that's not his real name. But it is. Our doctor growing up as kids, his name was Dr. Beanstalk. And I'm not kidding. Swear to God, his name is Dr. Beanstalk. And of course, Dr. Beanstalk has now passed away. He was an older doctor when I went to him. But I grew up with very, very chronic asthma. Very bad. You know, on the breathing machine, like all the time, always getting sick. Just, it was bad, right? So I saw Dr. Beanstalk, of course, all the time. And he had arcade games at the doctor's office. No joke. I think he had Crystal Castles, Gauntlet. I think he had Gradius Arcade, and he had Elevator Action. And of course, all of the games were on free play. So my brothers as well went to the doctor, and we have fond memories of going to Dr. Beanstalk's and playing arcade games. Like, it's crazy to think about it, because we all know that, like, when you go to the doctor's office, what do? You sit and wait.
Waiting room. I hate when they make you wait in the room. Because it says waiting room. There's no chance of not waiting. They call it the waiting room. They're going to use it. They've got it. It's all set up for you to wait. And you sit there, you know, and you got your little magazine. You pretend you're reading it, but you're really looking at the other people. You know, you're thinking about them, things like, I wonder what he's got. As soon as she goes, I'm getting her magazine. Yeah. And then they finally call you, and it's a very exciting moment. They finally call you, and you stand up, and you kind of look around at the other people in the room. Well, I guess I've been chosen. I'll see you all later. You know, so you think you're going to see the doctor, but you're not, are you? No, you're going into the next waiting room, the littler waiting room. But if they are, you know, doing some sort of medical thing to you, you want to be in the smallest room that they have, I think. You don't want to be in the largest room that they have. You know what I mean? You ever see these operating theaters that they have with, like, stadium seating? You don't want them doing anything to you that makes other doctors go, I have to see this. Are you kidding? Are they going to really do that to him?
Now, today, it's a lot easier to sit and wait because, hey, if you're going to the doctors, man, you got your cell phone, which is the World Wide Web at your fingertips. You know, you can put in your ear pods so you're not bothering anyone around you. You can watch live TV. I have direct TV on my phone, so I'm able to watch live sports. You can get on YouTube. You can do anything you want, right? You play games. You can bring your Nintendo Switch with you. There's so much to do when you go wait somewhere now. But back in the day, that was not the case. That was not the case at all. Game Boy wasn't even out yet. Game Boy came out in 1989. But the point is all you had was some magazines. And there weren't any Nintendo powers laying around. The best magazine you were going to get at the doctor's office was probably the Highlighter magazine, if you guys remember what that is. So yeah, it wasn't fun going to the doctors. And after Dr. Beanstalk had moved on to hopefully heaven, we went to another doctor, and of course that doctor didn't have arcade games. So we have fond memories. We were spoiled. that was really cool of Dr. Beanstalk back in the day to put arcade games in the waiting room on free play. It's like, dude, what a great idea to make sure that like nobody complains about having to wait. The doctor can take as long as he needs to with every patient because none of the kids there, and he was a pediatric, obviously doctor, but none of the kids are going to complain about it because they got video games they get to play. So pretty rad. That's my memory of elevator action, which is included on here. And again, guys, anytime you can get a Switch game factory sealed for under $10, total steal. All right, next up we got, okay, Outriders Day 1 Edition. Now guys, the reviews were a little mixed when this came out, but since then I've actually heard that people really enjoy this game. I got this for the Best Buy 10 days of $10 games. I don't know what they called it, but I was tuning in every night at 10 p.m. Arizona time because that's when the new sale would go up because they'd go up, I guess, Eastern time. So as soon as the game went up, I was checking because some of them sold out quick. Like, for instance, Gotham Knights sold out very quickly. So again, I got this for $10. I think that's a steal. If you guys have played Outriders, let me know what you think of it. Okay, now we got the last two packages here, both from Best Buy. This feels like a Switch game. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh yes, Quake. Yes, good old Quake, guys. Are you familiar with Quake? Now, Quake is one of the kind of like OG first-person shooters. If I recall, and I could be getting my dates twisted, guys, but I feel like Wolfenstein 3D was the first-person shooter by ID, and then it was Doom, and then I think it was Quake. I know this was like one of the earliest first-person shooters by ID, and I was pretty excited to pick this up. It actually got very good reviews, the Quake remaster. And Quake 2, by the way, actually got crazy reviews, like 9s. I think Nintendo Life might have gave the Quake 2 review for Nintendo Switch a 10 out of 10. Like, no joke. From what I heard, it was like a perfect remaster. So yeah, I wanted to pick this up in physical format because it got such great reviews. Very cool. And it actually goes for a decent price on eBay. And I'm not sure why it does and why it sells for the price that it does sometimes on eBay when it's available to buy at Best Buy. But I also saw that it was going in and out of stock on Best Buy, so maybe that was why. Okay, last, I know what this is. Okay, guys, Moon Scars. Have you heard of Moon Scars? Do you know about this game? Moon Scars is a game that I remember seeing the first trailer for, and I was excited because it looked like a Metroidvania type game, and of course I am a total sucker for the Metroidvania games. I don't know if you guys are big fans of Metroidvanias, but obviously over the last like 5-10 years the market has kind of been flooded with Metroidvania games. But I will say, for the most part, all of these Metroidvania games that have came out have been really good. And maybe it's because I love the genre. You guys tell me, but I think for the most part, they've been of pretty high quality. So Moon Scars definitely like has the look and vibe of kind of like a Castlevania and a Souls kind of game. It's very dark looking, very medieval-ish, and I'm curious if you guys have played this game. The reviews, when they first came out, the critical reviews were, I think, around 6, 7, some 8s in there. But from what I've gathered from the actual like user reviews, and I'm talking Google user reviews, and I'm talking, I would say, YouTube channel reviews that have reviewed this game, you know, channels like mine where it's not a big conglomerate company like, you know, IGN or something, they really enjoyed Moon Scars a lot. So I wanted to make sure I picked this up physically because, again, this is one of those games where it first came out digitally, then it was later released physically, and I don't know how long of a print this game's going to have, and I just have a feeling it's going to turn out to be one of those kind of cult classic games that people wish they probably would have bought physically. That's just how I feel. I operate mainly off of gut feeling, and it served me well in my life. So that's why I continue to do so. All right, guys, let's recap here, okay? Because that's all the packages. We got 2 copies of Spider Soars by Way Forward. If you don't know about it, check this game out. Outriders Day 1 Edition. I don't know what is included with the Day 1 Edition, but it's Day 1 Edition and it was $10. We got Gotham Knights, again, $10. Dead Cells Return to Castlevania Edition. Very excited about having this one physically. This is one that as soon as it went up for pre-order, I made sure I did. We got 2 copies of Tattoo. I think it's Tattoo, right? Tattoo? I think that's what I'm gonna go with. Tattoo Milestones. We got Quake. And again, this is a remaster. It's not a straight port. Got excellent reviews. And then Quake 2 got even better reviews. And we got Moon Scars. So there you have it, guys. That's all the games. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all the support. As always, if you can please like this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. What's up, guys? If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button as it helps me out a ton. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Over here to the left, you can find all my social media info, or just remember to search for ThunderSteve85. As always, thank you guys for tuning in, and remember, you're never too old to play video games.